Hey, so today we're gonna be talking about Shadow Slave. So, how come I started reading a novel? And trust me, I don't like reading. So, what made me read novels? So, I have always liked watching animes, and I have always watched anime from when I was children. And when I went to India, I first discovered internet, and that was the time when Geo was first introduced in India. So there was a lot of free internet, uh, and I first discovered anime through Attack on Titan. I watched the Hindi dub for it. It was not an official Hindi dub, but a normal Hindi dub. So basically, that started my journey in the anime. And after watching a lot of anime, after going through a lot of phases of liking and despising certain type of anime sort of become like a cringe to me. Anime started to become cringe to me after watching a lot of anime. Like there were many good animes, but there were also many bad animes out there. So after watching a lot of anime, you just become you just don't have a lot of good anime. And to get that good content that you used to get in anime, you go into the manhwa or manga. And I started reading manga. I started reading manga, and I found out that many anime companies just destroy a good manga by just doing a bad adaptation and all. And while reading a lot of manga, I started to really like. I sort of develop a taste for a good story, a good character, a good main character, a good side characters, and a good world development. And after reading Berserk and Vagabond and a lot of other mangas that I may have forgotten but may as equally be really great, I sort of also got bored from it. I read a lot of manga and I just got bored, and I wanted something like MC that doesn't take years to actually do something and years of chapter to actually accomplish something. So I went to manhwa, and in manhwa, there were great stories. In simple, one of the greatest that may as well be on par with Berserk and Vagabonds are Bastard and Sweet Home. Like one of the greatest. Like it doesn't take much time. It is short and sweet and packaged well together, and it has an ending that many of mangas and anime suffer with not having an ending. And manhwa also, I read a lot of manhwa, and after a while manhwa also becomes like blur. After a while all of the manhwa becomes like isekai, main MC becoming OP and girls just falling in love with the main MC no matter what. Main MC being clever like all around and all and all. If I'm being honest, I like a good MC. I like an MC that actually thinks, that isn't stupid, that isn't like mad or sick in the head, but I like a MC that actually has a brain. So I like that kind of, and I liked fantasy. I like a lot fantasy, but in manhwa, there aren't really good fantasy and story in the manhwa genre, and And while reading a lot of good manhwas that were written, or animes or mangas that were written, I found that many of the manhwas and mangas and anime that were adapted that were good were actually adapted from light novels. And I sort of went in after searching for light novels, I started to search for a good light web novel to read, and I found many recommendation. One of a few that always stood out were Lord of the Mysteries and Shadow Slave. Lord of the Mysteries I haven't read, but Shadow Slave appealed more to me, and I started reading Shadow Slave. Really, really, really great. Coming from a person who doesn't read, and I despise reading a novel, and I haven't been disappointed or felt like I wasted my time, but it was a great read. There is a total of about 2000 chapters, and I have just reached 600 chapters. It has been great. So let's go into the plot of Shadow Slave. So in the Shadow Slave world, so basically there's a virus that infects people, and when they are infected, they have a nightmare. If they pass the nightmare or also the trial, they get a sets of powers. And if you don't pass the trial, then you become food, or you become the gate for other nightmare creatures to spawn from. The spell will make it fair for you and have a little bit of possibility that you can win, like 1% out of 100 that you will pass, and it will take your 99% of everything that you have to win or pass that challenge. And our main protagonist is a loner, lives in the slums and gets infected. And our character is a person that just wants to live his life and wants to just enjoy a peaceful life, a life with money. But the spell knows that the spell gives him the opposite of what he wants. He doesn't get a peaceful life. He always attracts trouble. And there are some good turns and drama and laughing and moments of sadness. You will enjoy it, I think. And the world building is also great in this. Beautifully written conversations and dialogues. I really like the dialogue part a lot. Many people see nightmare as a way to get power in the real world, and some people see it as better than the real world. But the spell will always try to win, and it mostly will. The spell doesn't leave you ever, no matter how strong you are, no matter how powerful you are. The spell will always find a way to get you, and their nightmare doesn't end until they die. This is my first novel that I have read, and it's so great that I have been forced to make a video and really talk about it.